Fish Africa, driven by Eastern Cape Motors.
Now we're just having a look here, just scouting a bit, and we've come to this little spot here, and I think it's going to be a fantastic place to do the kids section. It's got gullies, it's got a little bit of white water, but most importantly it's a safe place for the kids to fish. And also, even if it's crowded like it is today on this beautiful day, you're still going to find a spot to do some kids fishing. And I think this is a fantastic place to do a kids section.
There's no easier way to have your children begging for the outdoors than to introduce them to the wonderful sport of angling. Fun, hobby, sport, competitive, whatever your game, fishing will provide your kids with hours of wholesome distraction.
Ah, little cracker, little cracker. What a fantastic Saturday morning. It's absolutely beautiful weather here in Port Elizabeth. We've just come to the flat ledges here in gullies. Our target species today, obviously blacktail, carantine, but we want little mussel cracker, we want the mullet. It's just an awesome place to fish. But it shows you how close you can be, and you can own a house right here and you can do this sort of fishing with your kids. Now Keegan's first cast, because what we did is we chummed beautifully this gully. You'll see behind us, Lando's struggling as usual in this sort of fishing, and Keegan's clapping him. But no, it's fantastic conditions here, and first cast, this is what Keegan caught. Absolutely beautiful little mussel cracker. Look at that. And what do you think you're going to catch next?
Hopefully a mullet.
Mullet, big one, because there are some bombers here, eh?
Yeah.
Must I chum for you?
Please.
Okay.
Chad's speciality is chumming with pilchards, and in no time at all, he enticed a large shoal of fish into a feeding frenzy. All Keegan had to do was drop his number 10 mustad hook with a tiny morsel of pilchard into this ravenous pack, and a mullet grabbed it.
Now this is what happens when you chum a gully properly. It takes about 10 minutes to chum, then the mullet go ballistic, and Keegan has fantastic fun. But Kiki, was that fun?
Yeah, it was very fun.
Okay, let's get this one back.
The mullet were plentiful, and with his very next cast, Keegan hooks into another feisty little one.
Yes, a lacquer one. Okay, bring it up.
This is a beautiful mullet I have got on pilchard.
Yeah, how awesome is this? Keegan's just got another mullet, and there are millions of fish here. Watch here, there's a little bit of chum. I'm talking a little bit. That's all you need once they're here. Just throw that in, and you'll see they go mull, and the mullet will be back in. Look at this. Unbelievable. Then you just get another bucket, put it there, just like this. Just a little bit like that. Just looks like that, and bang. And you'll see, those mullet out there, they'll be in here any second. Now what we were doing is we were chumming big time. And Dean was sort of getting the mullet on the camera and everything, and he goes, Chad, what's that? And yeah, this beautiful raggy came up, and I'll tell you what, if I had a camera showing how quickly Dean got out the water, that would have been priceless. But anyway, what we did is we basically chummed this raggy until at our feet. Keegan dropped a little Alcock jig with an elf head on, little elf head, he dropped it. It took it, I promise you, it just went like this. It took it so softly. I hope the shark fishermen can see how softly a raggy actually eats sometime. He hit it, didn't even know it was hooked, and then it belted out the back of the gully here. Almost cut him off out the back, and he's busy playing it now, but he's having a beautiful time. I mean, the fish, it's not a big raggy, but it's just a jewel to be able to do this so close to the heart of Port Elizabeth.
This ragged-toothed shark tried his best to shake the hook loose, but Keegan kept applying pressure, and after a good fight, maneuvered it into the shallows for Chad to grab.
Yeah, listen, Keegan's just landed this beautiful little raggy. Why these fish are here is there's gullies and caves, lots of food for them to eat, and they just sit here, and we chummed them up beautifully. Yeah, and the tackle we're using, 20-pound Virus braid, amazingly, little 7-foot quantum tour, and we've got a beautiful little Ryobi, the best reel that you can actually use for this thing, best reel for drop rod, best reel for everything, and I handled it like a machine. But this little fish, we're going to get him back and let him grow to be a big one so the shark fishermen can catch him proper. Okay, boy, cheers.
The first shark was barely released when another two moved in to feed.
There's an excitement here at the background here. Keegan's got a really big raggy for this particular sort of outfit. It's a little 7-foot rod, Arctic or fin or reel. And look at that fish, it's absolutely a cane. Now, funny enough, we didn't have seal trace, but he's hooked him, I'm sure he has to have hooked him in the scissors. So, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful take. It ran, the first hit, it actually ran, but it's fighting beautifully. And he's struggled with this fish, but let's see what he can do.
2 raggies in one day. Well done, Keegan. After a great fight, he coaxes the raggy into the shallows, where Chad does some fancy footwork to avoid those razor-sharp teeth.
That was a brilliant fight. My second raggy ever caught.
Okay, this is an excellent end to a great day's fishing for raggies. I mean, the little crackers, mullets, it's just been fantastic. I mean, you can show what you can land on this light tackle and have a little kid section, and you all work as a team here. We're having an absolute fantastic Saturday, and we're rounding it off with this big raggy for this tackle and area. And Kiki, how did you enjoy that?
It's just awesome fishing, and this is my biggest raggy I've ever caught.
Okay, yeah, we're going to release him.
What a day's fishing!